It's the big lie in this community that it's a done deal.
Peace Region residents gathered inside the Treaty 8 Tribal Association boardroom to meet with some of the leaders who are currently fighting the Site C decision. Many in attendance have strong opinions on the dam project, but for Dave Frost, it was about hearing what the panel of speakers had to say.
Right now, I'm leaning more towards hoping that it does not go through. I'm not sure the environmental impact is worth economic benefits.
The panel included leaders from Treaty 8 First Nations, the Peace Valley Landowner Association, and members from the David Suzuki Foundation. Dr. Faiza Amin, Director General of the foundation, talked about a recently published report assessing the value of ecosystems in the Peace River. Authors of the report say over 65% of the Peace region is being impacted by industrial development.
What the scientists have told us is that the Peace Valley in itself is a very important ecological corridor for lots of different wildlife species. And we believe that if the Site C project goes ahead, it is going to have adverse impacts on wildlife.
Speakers talked about the environmental impacts of the project as well as the infringement Site C would have on treaty rights.
If we had actually worked with the First Nations to find out, do they want the Site C project to proceed or not? And what we've heard here is a very resounding no.
This is an economy that the First Nations have lived by for thousands, for millennia, and it can't be ignored anymore.
Chief Wilson says if BC Hydro does start work on the site, they will ask for an injunction to be filed.
They should have to wait because this is an infringement case till after the cases are done. Right? The problem here is that there's no, if they build the dam, there is no remedy to us on this. All they can do is compensate us, and that's not a fair process.
Next, the First Nations will be filing a 30-page submission on June 8th to challenge the federal government. That case is expected to go in front of a federal judge on July 20th. Faiza Amin, CJDC-TV News, Fort St. John.